These people who live long, happy lives surround themselves with other people like that. I am more than welcome to, people who are close to me coming over and staying over as long as they want. And I encourage everyone to do what they can to spend time with people who are close to them, because it's so important to have that connection, to have that bond with people who you care about. As you get older, it's not the money, but it's good to have money, but it's not the be all and end all, all right? Hey everyone, it's Obi here for another episode. So I am back, but I am doing this in the car. So let's see how this turns out. Hopefully there's not too much background noise, because I got my trusty Rode Wireless Pro going on. And, we've got to try something. So I've just been to the airport, dropped off Johnny, my good mate from Brisbane, and had a wonderful 4 days. He came here to do some networking and to talk to some of his suppliers, and we had an amazing time. So I guess what this podcast is about, importance of companionship and friendship and having that strong bond with people who you love. And those of you who have looked into the Blue Zones and read the book by Dan Buettner, I'm probably butchering his surname, but he wrote a book called The Blue Zone. The studies that this book goes into is that they go around the world, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, and they've identified where people live the longest. So people live to 100 or 110 plus. And they've identified commonalities between these areas, and they're called the Blue Zones. And one of the areas, or one of the commonalities that come up again and again, is that these people who live long, happy lives surround themselves with other people like that, right? Other people who are, driven by a purpose, driven by some sort of need for more than themselves. They are in part of a community. So there's that social bond there that becomes so important in the body to want to live on, beyond the standard 60, 70, 80 years. Well, I say the standard because obviously with modern medicine, you can sort of do that. But to get to 80, 90, 100 plus, it does really take effort, especially for your body to be disease-free. So these days, previously I wasn't in a position to have guests over all the time, be there for long periods of time, because the house that we had previously was smaller than I would have liked. But now that we've got a decent sized house, I am more than welcome to, people who are close to me coming over and staying over as long as they want. I'm generally a very private person, despite doing this vlog. You won't see any of my close family on any of these roles, because that's just who I am. I like to keep my kids private, and yeah, that's just me. So when someone comes over, I still like to have my own space in the corner. That's just fine, and the house is big enough to have my own little space. Whereas having them still within the house gets you to have that bond. So Johnny came over and he ended up buying a indoor cricket set for the kids. And this indoor cricket set has this spongy ball, and we ended up playing cricket, believe it or not. And it was so awesome. And one of my other friends, Mario, came over and we had a bit of a tournament going on. So it was awesome. So you can imagine playing indoor cricket with this very soft ball, soft bat. Nothing was damaged, and it was the most awesome time. All the adults loved it because we burned a few calories, and the kids loved it as well, because a couple of times the kids actually ended up winning. So it was such a bonding sport, which I never thought of, right? So it's completely different to playing outside, because it's a very fast pace. So Johnny and the kids have got these rules where, if you hit it to a certain area, you get a 13, and if you hit it to the kitchen, it's like a 25. If you hit it upstairs, it's 25 as well. So we've got this void in our house. So when you look up, it's basically the upstairs and a bridge going through, so it allows you to hit it upstairs, like snip it like that. So there was a number of 25 runs scored within a single shot, which is good, right? And the other aspect of it, which I didn't even consider, but Johnny's a smart guy, and he's gone, the reason why I've got these weird numbers of 13s and stuff is because it allows the kids to sort of work on their addition. Silly, but not really silly, right? Very, very clever, I think. So we'll be like, hey, what's 28 plus 13? And they'll be like, So eventually they get there, but it's good. It's really, really good. So I had an awesome time, and I encourage everyone to do what they can to spend time with people who are close to them. It is important. I know some of you are building businesses, going to work, have your own family life as well, but this is so important as you grow older. I remember there was one mistake that I did in my early 20s, which was my close boys had planned a trip to Bali. And this was, forever known as the Bali trip. And for some reason, I didn't go. It was, I hadn't got my passport organized and a bunch of other petty things that I could have got organized, but I didn't go. And, for months and years afterwards, all I heard was about the Bali trip. And I'm like, damn, I missed out. They had such a good time. And I made a decision straight after that. I'm going, if there's an event that I could go, or I could go without sacrificing too many things, I will go. And for me, I'm sort of the outsider from a geographic space, because I'm on the other side of the city, whereas most of the guys are still on the eastern side of Melbourne. So I genuinely have to make a trip up there if I want to go to a function or a gathering, but I still do it because it's so important to have that connection, to have that bond with people who you care about. Because as you get older, it's not the money, it's not the money. It's good to have money. Everyone needs money, but it's not the be all and end all. All right, it's just one of those mechanisms that you could use to make every other part of your life easy. Jeez, I wish I can show you guys this car. It's an amazing old car parked on the side. But that's it. That's for this episode. Thank you very much. Had an awesome time. Once again, I suggest you guys do the same. Reconnect with an old friend that you haven't connected in a while. Go to that coffee that you've been delaying. Message that friend that you haven't spoken to in a while. Connect with that work colleague who you used to hang around with, but you don't so much anymore. Send out 4 text messages. So there was a person that says, how do you sort of keep up that connections going? And he goes, I sort of scroll up and send out 4 text messages every day, just going, hey, thinking about you, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And just reconnecting that relationships. And only, so obviously the caveat is it's people who you want to connect with. So it's completely okay to not connect with and not rekindle friendships that you don't want. And that happens, right? As we get older, your priorities change. What's important to you becomes different. That's okay. So just make it happen. And I've been doing that for a number of years now. So I'm happy to say I've sort of upped that game even more in terms of connecting with everyone. All right. Waffled on me enough. See you in the next episode. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.